Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Honorable Marvin Coop Show, starring me, Chef Marv. No lie, I'm that guy. And we are doing WWE Pay-Per-View Rewind, and I got an all-star host today, Jojo, the great, the late sports junkie, and first time on the Honorable Show. Y'all know him from the No Big Deal, one of the greatest encyclopedias ever to grace this planet Earth. Not just NBA, not just WWE, but the world, Craig. The world. Mr. Ray, the encyclopedia. Welcome, my brother.
Thank you for having me. Hell of a promo. I feel like a top guy. Thank you. It's good to be on the Honorable Marv Coop show.
Hey, like I tell everybody, man, every guest that's been on this show has helped this show elevate. And like I said, I appreciate each and every last one of y'all for the craziness, JoJo, the brilliantness, just the entertainment. So I love it, man. I love it, man. So today, WrestleMania 19, Mr. JoJo, this was yours. Take it away, brother.
Hey, WrestleMania, when you think of WrestleMania 19, you think of the
Hmm.
main event with Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar. You think of two
Yes.
icons in the ring one last time between The Rock and Austin. You also think about the aftermath of what happened between Triple H and Booker T and how people felt about it. I feel like this Mania as a whole was a classic. We even saw Roddy Piper in the WWE ring again. So I just feel like
Yeah.
this right here, I think this is really like one of the first pay-per-views I actually went back and watched. And
Hmm.
like looking at the card from top to bottom, it was a pretty decent card. To me it was. It's really high on my list. It's a it's a match on there that we're gonna talk about soon that didn't sit right with my spirit. That's what I'm gonna say. Well, two matches that we're gonna talk about that didn't sit with my spirit.
I think I know one of them. I don't know the other one. But as I was like watching, I was like, "Oh, JoJo gonna have a lot to say about this one." What? You want to start it off with the Jermaine Rey Mysterio and Dre's top 20 boy, Matt Hardy?
That's hilarious. I need a redo on that.
Nah, no, nah, hell no.
I had a ticking clock in my own head.
Rey Mysterio and Matt Hardy. I
Sorry,
thought this
Matt.
match was pretty good for what it was. I just think Rey Mysterio should have won. Especially this is like almost the ending of his rookie year in WWE. So I feel like this should have been when they put the cruiserweight title on Ray. You know what I'm saying? Because like Ray had a banger with Kurt Angle at SummerSlam.
Right.
If I had to rate this match, I probably on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably gonna get this like a 6.5 or a 7. It was fine for what it was. It's just 5 minutes is crazy. Yeah, that's insane. I really wish they could have went to like at least 10. But 5 minutes and 37 seconds is absolutely wild.
Yeah, that match did low key feel kind of short. I'm not gonna lie. It feel like there was a couple big pops and then boom, it was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, because I had looked down, bro. Because I was watching the pay-per-view. I watched it the same day I said that that's the pay-per-view we're gonna do. I looked down for 1 second. Ray went for the 619. I looked down. I wake up late. Ray is laying on the mat and Matt Hardy going to the back. I'm like, bro, what happened?
Mm, mm.
Yeah, bro, this is way too short for me, bro. Like, if it would have been 10 minutes, bro, I would have gave this like a 8, honestly.
But Ray did get some really cool spots in that match, though. Seeing Rey Mysterio back then was insane. That dude was flying all over the ring.
Yeah,
But yeah, good. I thought it was a pretty decent match. For me, I gave it a 5.5.
that's fair.
Ray's Daredevil gear was really cool.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah,
And that's
Yeah.
about the best part of this match.
Hey,
Shannon Moore, a
uh,
very, very interesting manager here, just doing all the
yes.
the heelish stoogey stuff that getting in Ray's way. Matt Hardy looked pretty good. Not like a top 20 wrestler, but pretty good.
That's
Um, just not the best opponent for Rey Mysterio. I mean, Rey
love you
Mysterio's
too, Ray.
at the peak of his powers right now, and he's got to wrestle Matt Hardy version one in WrestleMania. This is his first WrestleMania, by the way,
Yep.
and they gave him 5 minutes.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Wow.
Ugh.
And
What do
that's
you,
honestly that's where I thought they were gonna crown him too with the title. Just because of like Jojo said, just because of his previous matches leading up to Mania.
so Ray, what do you credit? Like, what do you rate this match?
I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10?
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, like an 8 out of 10. We're talking about like a great match. So I'll
Yeah.
give it six. Yeah.
I mean, for it to start off as a WrestleMania, it was okay. It contained some solid action. I think they overused more as his involvement, especially like, in a short match like this. We all know how I feel about the Twist of Fate, Ray. You and I talked about that. That's like one of the weakest finishes I've ever seen. But, it was decent, but also forgettable, if that makes any sense. I give this match a 4. Because, like I said, you'd be like, oh, I forgot this match was even the first one. So I give it a 4 out of 10. But yeah, like I said, I just feel like more as a manager, they just overused him way too much in this involvement here. So I was like, okay, you know.
I like the gimmick that Shannon Moore is trying to get Matt Hardy to lose weight so he can qualify as a cruiserweight. I think that's
Yeah,
funny. I think that's pretty funny,
that
but
is. That
That
is.
was hilarious.
Before we move to the next one, I know Limp Bizkit's performance. What did y'all think about that?
real quick,
Hmm.
Tony Chimmel says Limp Bizkit is WWE's greatest or favorite
Ba-
band in the whole world. Favorite band in the whole world. What does that mean? That's
I was gonna
crazy.
ask you. Yeah,
Uh,
Who likes Limp Bizkit?
I was gonna ask you, Marv. Back in those days, like, were was Limp Bizkit? Were you a fan of them? Was like everyone a fan? Like everyone a fan, or not really?
Listen here, Dre. Limp Bizkit kinda really was good in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
He appeared in some videos. He did a song with Redman and Method Man. Roland probably was a dope interest for Undertaker.
Yeah.
He appeared in videos for like Bow Wow, Jay-Z, and all that stuff. But as far as when it comes to the WWE, no, I
I
think he's
thought
terrible.
I thought
Just in
his
my opinion. Just in my opinion. But outside the WWF, when it was WWF and stuff, yeah, he was
Mhm.
cool. But yeah, I just feel like, okay, let's chill with that. Y'all, come on now. Let's
I
be
thought his WrestleMania 17 song when they did like the Rock and Austin build up, like the video package was like My
yeah.
Way or the High. I thought that song was pretty decent.
Yeah,
Like
that
that,
was yeah, that
yeah.
was good.
That
And it's
album had
like
like 16 songs on it, and it had one good song.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. That's what I was like,
yeah, I only
he's
know
he
two
was
songs from Limp Bizkit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah, it's I don't want to talk about no Limp Bizkit. Let's just
Shout
put
out
it like
Undertaker, man.
that.
I'm sorry, Marv. I just wanted
No,
to
no, no,
know
you
because
good,
I
you good, you good. I'm just thrown that they said that about him. I was like, what?
Man, just shout out Undertaker, dog.
Yeah, shout out to the Undertaker, the greatest, the GOAT.
Man. But this next match, man, whew, it was something else, brother. It was it was something else, man.
Do you still co-sign the take that he's the GOAT after watching this match?
Who me?
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, listen, there's some boo boo. Like I said on the last show, if you watched it right, there's some boo boo matches he had.
Yeah, half of them in WrestleMania were bad.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that, but hey,
He had like 7 good WrestleMania matches, and the streak was over 20
I,
matches.
yeah, I agree with you on that. But I'm just, I think it's like I told you when I seen him as a kid, like earlier when we was talking about when I got his autograph, I was just like,
hmm But it
he,
was like in
yeah,
2006, this one Undertaker like went on the street. Like that brother did not put on bad matches. He went up against the Great Khali, but other than that, he was on a roll at one point, man. It was just this match right here, brother.
hmm
It was like I know like Big Show is all time great. But why was A-Train in this match? Why?
Don't
Bro,
disrespect A-Train.
Man, I'm
I
sorry,
was
man.
A-Train, one of the great
That
giants of the early
that's all I
2000s.
was gonna say. Come on, man.
Man,
Y'all
man,
really
look,
disrespect the
He
A Train like
I
he
that?
can't
I
rock
help
with
that
loved
he was
A
ugly.
Train, bro. That
I
and
rock with
back
A-Train,
then
but my
too,
thing
JoJo.
is
Wait a
this
minute,
shit
hold on.
don't
Once
hit,
again, time
bro.
out, time out, time out. Once again, JoJo. What year? What year again?
Who, me?
What year was you born?
O2.
You cannot talk about A Train,
This my
brother.
no,
Can't
this is
talk
what I'm
about
saying. This my
can't
thing
talk
though.
about Tenzai like that.
You can't talk
This my
about
Tenzai.
thing though.
Come on,
If you gon'
JoJo.
if you gon' like First of all, I feel like this shouldn't have been a handicap match, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It was a very stupid concept. I feel like if it would have been like a regular tag match from the beginning, this
Yeah.
could have been way better than what it was. I just feel like you put an Undertaker in a predicament like that, and you just
Mhm.
telling him to like go out there and do something. Like my brother in Christ, like come on, man. Like come on,
And
bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's no disrespect to Undertaker, A Train, or Big Show, but this was really a miss.
Mm.
And it's easily unforgettable. You looking at the Undertaker street, like you gonna see Big Show and A Train name on there, but like,
Yeah.
are you gonna like actually go back and watch this match? Like this, I'm gonna give this match honestly probably a 3,
Mm.
probably a 2.5, and that's and then on top of that, I forgot Undertaker partner. What's
Nathan
his name?
Jones.
Nathan Jones.
Yeah.
That's a wrestler, man. He's something else too, man. Cause he
Yeah. This looked like a fight between a bunch of guys in a prison yard in a neo-Nazi gang.
It was. Yes.
Nathan Jones looks terrifying. Um, and A-Train and the Big Show both look big, slow, and stupid, which is perfect for the Undertaker.
And two, I think around '03, A Train was starting to get somewhat of a push, if you will, because that's when Vince McMahon was using A Train to attack Stephanie and
Mhm.
do all of his dirty biddings. So this is when A Train, not like a world championship push, but I thought they were going to push him to like a U.S. title or something because they were using him a lot back then. It was after Mania 19 when they started to kind of not use him as much.
He's always been a big company guy. I mean, he's a head trainer at the Performance Center now. He's
Yeah.
a wrestler's wrestler, but
Yeah. It
you
was
know,
This man
like
said Tenzai.
I think it was more of like his involvement at the beginning of this year. I think this was like actions from No Way Out, I think, when Undertaker called him out and all this stuff like that.
yeah.
So Undertaker, damn, I'm sorry. This was okay. The stretches dragged it out. I mean, it dragged it down, excuse me. I enjoyed the Undertaker's comebacks. Pause. But however, this match, this match was basic and unremarkable. I'm glad they've removed Jones from the match. Don't get me wrong. But part of me wanted to witness this potential train wreck. Yes, that was intended. I'm sorry. And you could
man,
tell Nathan Jones' experiment wouldn't succeed. They didn't pull him because of injury. WD, they did it because he performed poorly.
Yep.
So Taker, I'm not gonna rate this match because I was disappointed. I love
they
it,
could
but I'm not gonna rate this match, bro.
it
He
was just
tried his
bruh.
best.
If they could have gave him If they could have gave Undertaker like an actual good opponent, bro. Well, not an
Yeah,
opponent like a tag team partner, man. This match could have been at least on a scale of
this
1 to 10, like a 6.
this
Like,
Well,
was. Go ahead, Trey. My fault.
at this point, he had the Flair match was good, I guess, but it's not like he'd had a banger at WrestleMania yet. I mean, you got to think
yeah,
he Jimmy Snuka, Giant Gonzalez, Jake Roberts, Sid. He hadn't had like a banger yet at WrestleMania, so
Right.
and I
At this
think,
point, the streak was a thing, but he hadn't. He was only
yeah,
important because he had had the streak.
That's it.
yeah, and I think out of all them names you just said, like you going down the list, I really think his best match at that time was probably like Flair, Triple H, and probably Kane at around that time. That's about it. Cause like he
Yeah, I
went on
could
this,
definitely say Kane.
and it was like, man, like y'all couldn't get my dog Bret Hart or something at his peak, bro. Like, come on, man. Bret Hart, man, Ricky Steamboat, man, come on, bro. Y'all out here giving my guy John Gonzalez.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought
This is
about
the
that
guy that
too,
Marv's
Jojo.
calling the GOAT.
He still might go. Hey, I don't care. I'm gonna stick
Well,
with that. I'm sticking with that, bro.
well,
Right.
I'm sticking with that. Hey, but let's be here.
hey,
But hold on. Besides WrestleMania, though, has he not have classic matches though?
at this point, he's had maybe less than
Yeah,
five.
at this point, but we talking about career wise. He's
Well,
the GOAT.
that doesn't matter yet.
Oh, yes, it does, brother.
We're back in
Yes,
March
yes, it
30th,
does.
2003, Marv.
I don't care, Mr. Ray. I don't care. You my GOAT too,
Well,
but I'm still calling Taker. The career is the GOAT.
his matches in '97 with Sean was really good though.
Yeah,
Like
that
they
was
were
cool
really
too,
Sean
good.
but
had great matches with a lot of guys. I
Yeah.
mean,
yeah, and we said this too, JoJo, on all them. Sean is Mr. WrestleMania. That's what they call him. But I
Yeah.
felt like back in the day, Bret Hart probably would have dismantled a Prime Undertaker. Like
Damn, you think so?
at the
well,
beginning of the WrestleMania stages. I think that's probably why they didn't put him together like that. He probably would have destroyed Taker.
they
Mm,
wrestled at SummerSlam, right?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
it wasn't a good match.
Yeah, I'm talking about like when Undertaker premiered at WrestleMania first. Like, I
Oh,
don't think he would have won an opponent like Bret Hart though.
like in the early manias,
Yeah, like the
Like in the
earlier
early
ones.
'90s.
like if
Yeah,
they
I don't
fought it
think
like
he would have
Mania
won no problems
6.
with that type of Bret
Yeah.
Hart.
No,
No,
no, no.
not when he was on the edge like that. No, I don't think so. But for this match, like I said, they could have put this on the Monday Raw or something like that. This looked like a Monday Night Raw match in my
Or
opinion.
if they were gonna at least do that, at least make it like, and again, no disrespect to A Train, but like do it 1-on-1 with either A Train or the Big Show, one or the other.
Yeah,
It just sucks because like I went back and watched some of A Train's matches, bro. And
yeah.
A-Train was actually a solid worker, bro. And it sucks to see that this match was so
Piss
disappointing,
poor.
lackluster.
Alright. So, with the triple threat match is next, right?
Uh,
Yeah, women's
yeah.
championship.
This was really I like this match, man. I'm really a big fan of all three of these ladies, especially Trish and Victoria. I feel like Victoria doesn't get the flowers she deserves. I feel like for this match to be 7 minutes and 17 seconds, I feel like it did its job too. I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. And Steven Richards, my brother in Christ. I really disliked you growing up, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like you
Says
Who did you not like? You
right to
said
censor.
you said you hated
I hate
everybody.
Right to Censor, bro. I went back and watched some of their stuff, bro.
What?
Annoying,
Marv.
annoying, annoying. Man, they
Their
had the
theme song
Godfather
was
looking stupid.
hilarious.
They
And
had
Ivory,
Godfather looking stupid. Ivory had her pants pulled all the way up to her chest, right? I hated Right to Censor, man. But this right here, this is like when we was talking about on the old shows, like they would only use like Trish and Jazz and Victoria and Lita around this time as the actual women wrestlers. Like when you had like Tori Wilson, Stacy Keibler, and those type of women, they was always used as like eye and sis candy, stuff like that. And they never really got a chance to shine. But to see these ladies go out there and put on a 7 out of 10 in 7 minutes. I like it. That brings music to my ears, man.
and it was nice seeing Jazz too. I was like, man, seeing her, it's been a while since I've seen her wrestle. But man, Jazz is one strong woman, bro. She, I mean, that is a woman that I wouldn't even mess with. Like, but watching all three of them in the ring, bro, that was just pure talent. And I'm glad that match. I honestly wish it would have given like an extra minute or two, but I understand there's a long card to go through. But great match, and any match that Trish or Victoria is involved in, they always make it a memorable one. Well, I mean, when you
Um,
got Trish and Victoria, I mean, can't help but make magic.
this is okay. I think might be the best match so far. It's either this or the Matt Hardy Rey Mysterio match. The difference being is that Rey Mysterio match could have been a lot better, and this was probably as good as this could have been. But yeah, I'd give it like a I don't know, like a 5.5 or a 6 out of 10. It's pretty good. I don't think Jazz got enough offense in. I know that she wasn't the baby face, but she was a really talented worker. Probably better in the ring than Victoria was. But Trish Stratus is a star here. She's a franchise, so
Oh man, I felt like once you said a match that was 7 minutes, this was good. The best part, honestly, in my opinion, was that the crowd reacted well to it. Especially the finish. So they
Hmm.
provided them with, little time, but they used the time wisely that they had, if that makes any sense. So everyone did great, crafted a decent story. I enjoyed this, so I give it about a 7. You know, probably could have shaved some time from that Undertaker match and put some on this one, but hey, but Trish was a new champion. Of course, like Rachel said, she was the franchise. So great winner, great match. So, like Ray said, probably the best so far. So, and there's a few more that it's like, yeah, you could have kept this one, but you shall move on.
Ah, there we go. All right, so next up we got
Here we
Team
go.
Angle versus Vacant and Rhino versus the Guerreros.
Hold on.
Bacon
Hold
is
on.
crazy.
Hold on.
Bacon is crazy.
Jojo, that is insane.
I'm sorry, man. I can't. No,
Ooh, he said vacant,
Vacant.
yo.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, man. He's vacant in my
Hey,
eyes, bro.
hey, listen, I can't knock your opinion of that man. So
Can't get mad at that.
I oh wow. Okay,
He said vacant.
proceed, Mr. JoJo.
I think the right team won. This was like around the time like when they really started pushing Charlie Haas and Benjamin. Eddie Eddie and Chaba was really great. And I mean, obviously, Vacant is arguably one of the greatest in-ring performers ever. Rhino arguably has one of the best spears ever. I think the match for what it was, and it was like 8 minutes and 48 seconds for what it did. Like I said, this match is gonna get like a 7 out of 10 for me too. It was really short. I feel like some of that Undertaker match could have went to that tag match and that Trish match. But yeah, 7 out of 10 on my end, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, rest in peace to Eddie Guerrero, of course. But the Guerreros, man, they did. It was fun watching them, watching their in ring work. Excuse me. And then on the other end, Eddie's just a character, man. Like that's why I love Eddie so much, man. He is a character. Him and Chavo work so well together. And then you got um Charlie Haas and Kurt Angle. I mean, Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. The attire was pretty tight. I'm not gonna lie, especially Benjamin's red and blue boots. Those were tight, but just an all around great match. Some really good spots in that match too. For me, I gave it a 6 out of 10. And like you said too, the right team won because they were getting that push now. And Angle, I think at that time, WWE champ, tag team champ, like it just fit. Pause.
Um, we're still reeling from the effects of TLC. I think they were like really gung ho about triple threat tag matches. I think this would have been better if it was just Team Angle versus Los Guerreros. I don't think you needed. I mean, were we not naming him? I don't think you needed Benoit and Rhino in this match. But although they added good elements to it, but I think it would have been better if it was just a one team versus one. But I'd give it 6 out of 10. I feel bad for Team Angle because they were not long for this world in the WWE. But anyways,
Um, I'm sorry, I'm still tripping on the vacant shit.
that's
Um,
crazy. That's wild.
Jojo, that's crazy.
oh, okay. Thoughts, Marv, thoughts. Okay, this was this was good fun. They kept it flowing, never let it drag. Everyone shined. And once again, the crowd reacted to the big spots, which was great. But the best part was the referee remembered the legal man, which forced it into the finish, you know what I mean? So it was simple, but I liked it. So I'm gonna give it a 7. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Before Andre said rest in peace to Eddie, I thought he was gonna
I
say,
thought he was gonna say recipe to the homeboy, but
Oh
hey,
God,
yeah,
no.
it's all good.
I was gonna leave so fast.
I
Hey,
was gonna leave too.
listen, it's just opinions, people. Don't take let's take our hearts out of it. It's okay. Come on. Professional. Professional.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, man, bacon was something else, brother.
Okay, move on. Let's I'm sorry, but like I told y'all before, I know despite what he did,
Yeah,
I was like I told you, I was a big fan of his. I loved his in-ring performance. I know what he did was effed up, but when I'm doing these WWE shows, I still gotta be
Professional.
professional. So
I mean, he was arguably the best wrestler in the world at the time. I know
that's what I'm saying. Like I like I said, I
it
know.
sucks to say, but
Yeah,
he's
it
yeah.
do. Yeah,
And it sucks that it's a lot of things that he did, iconic moments that he did in WWE that people
yeah,
would never, ever, ever talk about again.
yeah. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Now we gotta call
But
him vacant and redacted.
I'm not gonna lie
we
to
know we
you.
don't have to do that.
I'm not calling him
No,
vacant,
I'm no,
bro.
I'm just saying,
I,
I'm just saying in that company, they not gonna mention him or they gonna look at him as a vacant person. Like you think of Randy winning his first world,
yeah, that's
you
true.
just
That
see
is
him
true.
eating an RKO, you don't see nothing else.
That is true.
Dang, it
Yeah,
sucks, man. I hate
they
it
they
there.
they do kind of treat him like he didn't exist. That is kind
Yeah,
of crazy.
I just wish he had never done that. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
But I mean, I'm not defending it, but we don't know what was going on in his head. That's all. That's all I can really say. I'm not like I said, I'm not defending what he did. I'm just saying y'all don't never know what a person is going through. But like I said, I'm not going to defend that. Mr. WrestleMania
yes.
versus Mr. Jericho.
This is a real wrestling match right here, man. A real one. Man, this is Shawn Michaels' first WrestleMania back too. And this is like he came back in like around the summertime. So, he was on a roll. Had the match with Triple H at SummerSlam. He had the Elimination Chamber at Survivor Series. He won the world title at Survivor Series too, by the way. He was just on a roll. And then for him to go against Chris Jericho and go out there and put on magic, like I said in them last shows, I don't think Shawn Michaels has ever had a bad wrestling match. It's hard. Like if you go back and look at all his opponents, it's hard to go back and see like, all right, which one he had to stink with, because like he had memorable and markable moments with everybody. This match right here, I'm giving this to 8.5. This this is why Shawn Michaels is the GOAT, is the most greatest. He's the greatest in-ring performer ever in WWE history. Because that brother does not miss.
especially at what we call WrestleMania. That's the event he will not disappoint at.
Exactly.
Him and the Undertaker always pop off at WrestleMania. And also that baseball slide was pretty dope too. I'm not gonna lie. When he ran in the ring and out the ring and then hit him with that slide, I was like, oh yeah, that dude is. It's just the way he performs too. Shawn Michaels, all the Mr. WrestleMania and all that, he really is him when it gets to that stage. He either performs well or outperforms you. And watching him and Chris, that was just a great duo for to be in the ring for a one-on-one match. I like the ending too. The ending was pretty cool. The handshake, then the cheap shot, like that's definitely 2003 Chris Jericho right there.
This is the best match of the night.
Hmm.
This is probably Chris Jericho's best match ever. Um, I don't know what else you can say. I mean, this is they both of their goals were to steal the show. That's why they were put together, and they did exactly that. This is one of the best Mania matches ever. I'll give it a
Like
9 out of 10.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't give a rate. 8 out of 10 for me. My fault.
Best Chris Jericho match? I don't know about that.
What's better?
Oh man.
I mean, I'm sure there might be a couple that you could argue are as good as this or maybe better, but few and far between. I mean, and he considers this his best match.
One
So
of his, yeah. This was good. I mean, excuse me. This was great. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was great. They built the drama slowly and told an amazing story. I like how they stole each other's finishers.
Yeah.
Also, like I said, the ending, which made Chris Jericho a great heel, the poor sportsmanship. It was funny. Um, but at the ending, it made it seem like Shawn squeaked out the victory instead of like outright beating him. Pause. So Jericho didn't look weak, didn't look weak in his defeat. So they filled it with enough near falls, close finishers, so that both men could shine in this match. But overall, best matches of the night, I must definitely say 10 out of 10 for it to be 20 minutes, 20 plus minutes. Yeah, I like the way the in-ring chemistry between these two was great. Kind of disappointed that they next encounter was kind of terrible, but I just wish they would have had more matches throughout the years because both of them was like they made each other look great. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Got some really cool spots in that match too.
you're right.
Man, but it's just something about that sweet chin music, bro.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Man, Sean really started a trend with those super kicks.
Yeah,
What, man? It's man, man.
You can go down the
You can watch
street and you're
it, bro.
seeing kids using that damn move on each other.
Yeah. Shout out to Y2J and HBK, man.
yeah.
100%, bro. This was, and
And Ray, I like that you. Oh my bad, Jojo.
matter of fact, I might. This is probably one of these matches that I'll go back and watch over and over again because that's how much I enjoyed this match.
And you knew those two when you saw that on the match card just by looking at it. You knew right off the bat that that was gonna be a near fall type of match too between the two.
Mhm.
Like that was gonna be a back and forth. Like someone's gonna hit a big move and then kick out the last second. Like that. That was I think that was the cool part about this match too.
What's next, JoJo? All right.
All right, so you got Triple H
Mm.
and Booker T.
Oh, you ain't gonna talk about the little fight, the little cat fight that happened. You ain't gonna talk about
Man,
that.
Yeah, didn't they have something happen like before the show?
man, that cat fight between those two ladies, a zero. I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste my time.
Yeah, you're right. We can move on. I ain't gonna talk
This
about
match
that.
right here between
Yeah.
Triple H and Booker T.
One Booker T was supposed to win.
I love the game, man. I love Booker T, bro. Triple H, and I repeat, Triple H shouldn't have won this. He shouldn't have. I feel like this match right here really killed Booker T momentum in WWE for like years. Like Booker T didn't like
He
he
didn't get
laid
it,
up until like he became King Booker, man. And
which was like 3 years later.
Yeah, he didn't come King Booker till like what, 05, 06.
06.
So like I feel like this derailed his career in a bit. Um, I feel like the storyline and the build up leading up to it, man, it made Booker T look. It, how I'm really trying to say this, I compare this storyline to how they were trying to book Sami Zayn against Gunther at 40-40 as the underdog, and like the stuff like Triple H was saying to him and all that. You would think like, yeah, Booker T got this in the bag. What I hated about this match, he got pedigree. And y'all know I'm not lying. Triple H laid both of them out on the mat. Triple H laid on the mat for about like 10, 15 seconds. then went to pin him. He lost off one pedigree, by the way, and that was it. And like you can hear like the crowd just like confusing, like what
Hmm.
happened, man. And like I said, I love Triple H and I love Booker T, but like when you go on Twitter and you see people talking about this match, it's not good.
Yeah, and leading up to that match too, Triple H was just brutal. I remember just being like, Booker T, you gotta take that fucking title. You have to, because
But if I
Triple
had
H was just a
but if I had to grade this match, man, I'm probably giving this a 4, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And it's like I said, I don't hate Triple H. He's arguably one of my favorites as well, but it pissed me off to see Booker T lose like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. That pissed me off.
and on one pedigree out of all. Like that was the they didn't even give him a chance to kick out of that.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Booker T hit a finish and a signature on Triple H, and Triple H kicked out of both of them. I'm like, dog, come on, man.
Yeah, if I remember correctly though, I think it was Triple H too that scrapped the outcome. Went to Vince before Mania and was like, no, he ain't ready.
I
Like
ain't
what?
know
Like Booker was Vince had Booker planned. You go read it up after this, but Booker had that was supposed to, but Triple H
that.
came in was like, nah, scrap it. What you mean he's not ready? He was on a roll. Fans loved him too.
This man eliminated The Rock in a battle royal for the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship.
You on
Chat,
mute, Ray? You on mute, bro?
chat. He eliminated The Rock in a battle royal.
There you go, bro.
This is maybe the most egregious booking mistake of all time because The Rock is on his way out. He's in this Hollywood rock phase where he's going to go actually start becoming an actor full time. You
Hmm.
need the next top guy, and it's not Triple H. And if anyone thought that it was Triple H, they're either morons
Hmm.
or they're drinking their own Kool-Aid because Triple H is the most mediocre top guy ever. He's a charlatan. He's a chameleon. He's a snake. He's someone who pretends to be everything that he's not, and everyone else who's famous that he's not,
Hmm.
because he's a hack, and he's always going to be a hack. And he's a hack as a booker. He was a hack as a wrestler. And you got a guy right here who has top guy potential written all over him. Was the top guy in WCW. When you brought WCW guys in, he was the fucking franchise of WCW, and you build him as the franchise. And now you have the opportunity to make him the top guy, and you don't. And in the build to this match, Triple H was as blatantly racist as you can be without calling him the N-word to his face on TV.
Yeah.
And then you have him lose clean in this match because Triple H's ego is so big that he doesn't want to lose to a guy that he doesn't think is ready yet because he's not been in the WWE as long as he has, because he was the face of the guy that they fought in the Monday Night Wars. This is everything wrong with this company typified to a point that you can't go back from, because Booker T never got to the level he could have been had he won this match. He could have
Oh,
main evented pay-per-views for years if he'd won this match, and he lost and he never got back to that point. And it's another guy who never got to the height he needed to be, because in 2 years, Guerrero's dead. Benoit has killed himself. Chris Jericho left wrestling. Kurt Angle leaves the WWE. Stone Cold has to retire. The Rock is gone. Brock Lesnar quit. Goldberg quit. And you're drained. The pool is gone because you didn't start building guys now. It's just a huge mistake all around. I mean, the only good part about this match is Booker T's performance, because damn sure wasn't Triple H.
right.
4 out of 10.
Um, we all know Booker T should have won this match.
Yeah, by far.
By far, one of the biggest screw jobs since Bret Hart. This storyline was decent, but like Ray said, Booker T's performance was great. Uh, lot of criticism with this match, though. This match was disappointing. Don't Triple H was sluggish as usual,
Very.
and I'm not quite sure what was the plan. Who wrote this? Who the hell wrote this? That's what I want to know. Who really wrote this, though?
and then to add a slap in the face, just to add the icing on the cake, just the shit Booker T done put Booker T through leading up to Mania. Like that was the ultimate slap in the face.
Yeah, this was one of the most disrespected matches I've ever seen.
And
And then
then
who is Triple H to say he's not ready? This man really told like who he was on a roll. And don't they always say if the fans love you and if you're on a roll, you got to roll with it? He was it. The fans were with him.
I'm not gonna even grade this match because I can dig more into it, but I don't feel like getting mad and my blood pressure up because there is a lot going on with this match and there's a lot of politics around it. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Um,
I say this all the
I
time, man.
I know we got to move on to this other guy. His next match. I know he just passed, but it's still
Mhm.
a disrespectful person too. So,
Hell is still hot.
hmm.
Hell is still hot.
Man, I say this all the I say this all the time, man. When them top guys left, like Ray was pointing out, when the top guys all
Yeah,
left,
yeah.
WWE looked up and they had a diamond in John Cena. They did. Randy Orton, Randy Orton didn't really peak until 2009, if we being honest. Uh,
Yeah, I think it was way before
Yeah,
that.
well,
Randy,
he peaked in 2009. Jojo, I mean, he was good. He was great, but he
yeah,
peaked in
but
2009.
yeah, this was like
You
he was the guy in 2009. They
Yeah.
built the shows
so
around.
2007, like even though he was like that No Way Out stuff with Triple H, that wasn't. Y'all don't think that was
Well, he was
good?
still on the rise. That's all
Yeah,
JoJo's saying. He was still
Yeah,
on the rise.
I
yeah,
don't know.
2009 when he's like, all right, this is the guy right here. This is the guy. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
don't
feel like he
know.
was
I
the
mean,
guy a
yeah,
while
too. That's
ago.
true. That's true. But I just felt
Yeah.
like
I was thinking like
he was
'07.
putting a statement out in '07 though, in
Yeah,
my
like when
opinion
he
though.
left the that cocky character, like at the '06 and '07, that's when he started becoming like this crazy killer that will punt people for no reason. That's when he was like really starting to peak, and he peaked out around 2009 to like 2011, like when he had the legacy. Batista is another name. They became a diamond for SmackDown, the face of SmackDown. Bro, he's just, man, well, after Austin and Stone Cold left, oh, well, Austin and Rock left, man, WWE really got lucky with Cena. Like they did. But
And he was
let's
almost
just
on his
say,
way out at one point too.
yeah, like let's just say they would have released Cena. Who was gonna be that face of that company? Because Brock was finna go.
It wasn't
Batista,
gonna be
Randy,
Goldberg.
because yeah, he was out the door too. Kurt Angle was out sooner or later, so I just feel like this right here was really a slap in the face, if anything. The most out diabolical booking decision ever. Booker T was on his way to TNA a couple of years down the line. Man, this is just disrespectful, man. I'm not gonna lie, this is disrespectful. You know, I love WWE, bro, but was disrespectful, bro. I'm sorry.
And when people talk about the glass ceiling, this is the glass ceiling.
Hmm.
Literally, I mean, this is a glass ceiling. And this is, to this day, what it's still like for black wrestlers in the WWE. And it's crazy. It's crazy to say that. It's crazy to think that. But just because Kofi Kingston and Big E won the world championship, it doesn't erase the reality of what's going on there.
And they made Booker T look stupid, bro.
Yeah, I mean they pacified him. They made him look like he couldn't be a top guy because he lost in a mid card match to Triple H for a title. I mean,
Even though we all know he could have really hit that potential if they had just given it a shot. But
I mean, The Rock called him the most talented guy he ever worked with, and
and
we
that
wish
wasn't
he'd worked
enough.
with him more.
Yeah,
I mean,
and that
I don't.
wasn't enough.
What cosign do you need? The top guy says that this is the most talented
Hmm.
guy on the roster that I could work with, and you won't put him over. I mean, it's crazy.
And
It's just
like, and people used to hate on Rock for leaving, bro. Y'all do know, like after 2004, we didn't see Rock until like 2011, bro. And
oh
that's
damn, you're right. Yeah.
that's
Yeah, that's
actually
what I mean. In
ridiculous.
a year, he's
Hmm.
gone. I mean, this we'll get to it later, but they're crowning him as the face of the franchise in this WrestleMania, and then he's gonna be gone in less than a year.
Hmm. Matter of fact, he was gone the next year. If we thinking about it now, he was gone the next year.
And the
Uh,
only time The Rock did appear in the late 2000s was the 2008 Hall of Fame ceremony.
yeah, and we didn't see him again until 2011.
But like in the ring, yeah, we didn't really see him really like in ring action till he fought Punk.
And they knew it's not like this was a secret to them. They knew he wasn't long for the company. He was going to leave soon. They knew he wanted to be an actor. So I just don't
Mhm.
understand it.
That's why they was scrambling. They was trying to hurry up and find the next guy. And little do they know the guy that they was trying to make as the face of the franchise, it was another guy that had the basic thugonomics gimmick that was on the rise in the mid card. Man, let's move on, man. Because this talking about this Booker T and Triple H match is starting
That's
to
why I
piss
didn't
me
want to
off.
stay on this match because it was just not
Man,
worth
oh my
talking about
God.
it. So go ahead, next one.
All right, so we got Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon. And I'm not gonna lie, this match was 20 minutes and 47 seconds.
God,
And I'm not gonna lie, this match was actually kind of good. I'm
The
not
match is pretty good.
it was
This match is
it was
pretty good, isn't
good.
it?
Yeah, it was really good. Then you had Roddy Piper come out there, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When I was a little kid, and like they used to have like the Memphis wrestling games on the PlayStation, the Legends of Wrestling. I was a Hulkster. I'm not gonna lie, I was a Hulkster. I used to think like
You
saying
look
Hulk,
like the
like,
type that would have been that. Sad, but go ahead. Sad.
I'm gonna tell you something after this show.
You ain't gonna tell
But
me
like,
nothing.
but like
I should fire you for saying that.
that's
I'm
crazy.
just playing. I'm just
But
saying.
you can't lie though. Like as a
that
kid, seeing Hulk
was.
rip that shirt, that was kind of gas. That was gas. It was.
We need a
I just
shirt.
wasn't a Hulk fan though. I really
You
wasn't.
never liked Hulk.
I just wasn't a fan of his though.
I,
Like
I
my uncles and them, yeah, they love Hulk Hogan. I didn't.
yeah, I was a Hulkster until you know that stuff came. After that, I couldn't rock with Brody no more, bro.
That's crazy.
But
That's
to
crazy.
see my dog Roddy Piper in a wrestling ring again,
That
that
was
was gas, man. That was gas. I look like Roddy Piper is one of these guys. I feel like that was underutilized. I feel like he should have been a world champ multiple times, and it's crazy that he's never won a world title. Like he's never won a world title. But this match right here, these dudes are really killing each other. To see Hulk like Hulk up like at the end of the match, you know, he bleeding, like bleeding. To see him Hulk up on Vince McMahon and hit the leg drop 1, 2, 3, get him out of here. This was gas. Like I'm not gonna like you know how I feel about Hulk Hogan, but this right here is probably one of the best matches Hogan has ever had. I'm like, and I'm just being honest.
Yeah,
But
this is unironically maybe his best Mania match other than The Rock at WrestleMania 18.
mhm.
This is like I know it's hard to say because who these guys are, but this is a good match.
Yeah, it's
And
just
honestly, too, that was a good promo, low key, leading up to it too, because Vince wanted to kill Hulkamania, and he
yeah.
wanted to end it permanently. And for the match too, like they moved at the right pace, I think, for both of them. They didn't
Mhm.
move too fast, but they also didn't move too slow either. Like they moved at just the right pace. I like some of the weapon spots. Some of the weapon spots were nice. Vince McMahon is one evil son of a gun, and then commentary, bro.
That dude, Jim Ross and bro, Michael Cole and Taz, man. Oh my gosh, bro. Michael, I don't think Michael Cole and Taz get enough flowers
For
as the
SmackDown, yeah.
yeah, that because like Taz, I remember this, bro. Big Show was finna choke slam. I think somebody for Team Angle. This fool, Kurt Angle, got a tranquilizer gun
Oh yeah.
and he shot Big Show in the back. And Taz was like, "Oh my God!" And they just started shaving his man head. I was like, "Nah." I just like how Michael Cole and Taz used to sell stuff on SmackDown, like especially like when the ring exploded, when Brock Lesnar suplexed Big Show. That was kind of crazy. But like the commentary, bro, was really good. And I think didn't one of the color like I think one of the Spanish commentators get hit in his match with a chair.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
man, that chair shot was lethal. I'm not gonna lie, that was lethal.
But to see it did for a brief moment though, just because Vince is obviously the heel in this one, but Vince low key controlled the early like the very beginnings of this match too. Like Hulk Hogan gaining offense was really tough. So I was like, they low key did this one pretty good. They scheduled it right. They did the because I honestly didn't think it was going to be all that at first, and I
Mhm.
ended up being surprised. I was like, wow, this was actually really good.
It's just after this match and a couple of matches he had, Hulk Hogan had after this.
Wait, real quick. My bad, Marv. I just want to say, did y'all remember toward the end of 2003 when he went from Hulk Hogan to like, because Vince didn't want him in wrestling anymore, and he changed his character. I forgot his name. Do you remember, Ray, when he
Mr.
used to wear,
America.
yeah, Mr. Man?
Yeah.
I was like, you could tell it's him, bro, right away. They did a horrible job at keeping it a secret.
It's just after he had this match with Vince and he had two SummerSlam matches.
That was also the start of Stephanie McMahon not being SmackDown GM anymore, which really hurt my soul.
Yeah, Stephanie was
Vince,
good as GM though. I like
she
Stephanie.
was, and Vince McMahon just had to send the A train on her and all that shit. I was like, man, she was a damn good GM.
Man, Hulk Hogan, he faced Randy Orton at SummerSlam.
That's right.
He beat a 24-year-old Randy Orton, 25-year-old Randy Orton.
I think it's hard to. Hulk Hogan at this point was like Michael Jordan on the Wizards.
Pretty much.
It was
That was
I
a
mean,
good.
it is a big deal. He was a big star at this point. Still, I mean, maybe you could argue maybe the most popular star on the roster.
Right.
And it sucks to say that, now looking back, but
I mean, the match overall, as much as it's gonna kill me to say, it was good. Bloody fun. They structured this perfectly. They filled it with crazy spots, nice visuals, and it was everything a Vince and Hulk Hogan fight was supposed to be.
Hmm.
So I don't like either of these men personally, but I'll give them their props for doing this at their age. So I'll definitely give this match a 9. It wasn't bad. So, that's all I'm gonna say.
It's just a fact. This man, 2 years later, beat a young Randy Orton at SummerSlam. Let's move on before I get mad again, bro. Let's move on, man.
the
All
Hulk
right, so
doesn't do jobs, brother.
this right here, man. Rock and Austin one last time, bro.
Wait, where was this?
Iconic.
Hold on. How is this fool on twice? I was about to say.
Oh,
Oh, no,
This match
no.
was iconic. This was Austin's last match. He recently just had a match like at WrestleMania 38, I think. I think this is the perfect person to end Austin's full-time career. Because Brock, like Rock said in the promos, battles, in the build-up, He's did it all. He's won the Rumbles. He beat Hulk Hogan. He won the championships. He's did everything. But the only thing that he's never did is beat Stone Cold Steve Austin one-on-one. And for him, like this match was entertaining. Heel Rock, I really wish Heel Rock would have had a world title reign. That would have been funny and entertaining. I feel like the Rock concerts, you know, him terrorizing the crowds, heckling them. I'm giving this match. I'm bumping Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho up to a 9.5, and I'm giving this a 9. I really like this match. I really like how Austin engaged with the crowd, being an idiot heel. I like how Austin like put a lot like this match right here is like people childhood heroes coming, clashing once more. And the fact that they end up exchanging each other finishers, like they Austin did the rock bottom on on Rock. Rock hit the stunner on Austin. Um, and then like towards the end of the match, Rock Rock, Rock put the Stone Cold vest on being silly, got stunner. And then at the ending, like to see Rock bottom him like 3 times, and like Austin kept kicking out. And that last rock bottom, he put everything he had and put Austin down for good. And it's to like, cause I watched like the WWE rival thing when they was talking about Rock and Austin, and it's just the fact like after the end of the match, you see Rock giving Austin his flowers and all that. And then you see Austin ride off into the sunset. I feel like this was perfect, like to put like the '90s era to end, to start the new era, the John Cena's, the Batistas, the Randy Orton, those type of guys. But yeah, man, I'm giving this a 9, bro. I enjoyed it, and it was very iconic.
I actually want to go ahead and give this one a 10. I really loved watching. Like you said, Joe, they did everything in this match, from taunting to talking to the crowd to engaging in a physical match. Like these two, and that's why their previous WrestleManias before this one were so good. Like they just have such great chemistry. And that is the biggest thing. You got to have continuity, you got to have that chemistry for this to work. And also for The Rock to get this win too, like now he could say like, all right, now I did it all. Now won championships, beat Austin, did all that, and at WrestleMania nonetheless when I was 0-2 entering. Um, and I think this is too when Austin was having like a multitude of neck problems. So I think this was just it was just the perfect way to cap off to cap their feud off. What better to have it at Mania 19? I think Austin said it too. He said that ramp was long as hell to
Yeah.
get to that ring. He said that was a long walk, but long story short, they put on a great match. I love the spots. The Rock is just heel Rock is funny. That will never not be funny. The shit that he does, like you said, when he put the vest on, bro, I was like, really? You really had to go out your way just to throw that on? But those two know how to put on a show, so I loved it, man. 10 out of 10 for me.
I don't think this is their best match. I think the WrestleMania 17 match is better. I mean, yeah, I think a lot of the insider baseball, Awesome's in the hospital all weekend leading up to this match. Thought he's having a heart attack. Um, and then on top of, he'd had such a rough few years because he was scared of his
Mm-hmm.
neck. Didn't want to work with anyone except a handful of guys.
Mhm.
I think this was as good as it could have been for I think where he was at physically, and I think this is one of the best retirement matches you're ever going to see. I'd give it 8 3/4. I don't think it was as good as Michaels and Jericho, but it was a great match and a great way to end that trilogy. Um, and a great passing of the torch moment for The Rock. I mean, obviously, The Rock was, you could argue the biggest star in the company at that point, but this is that transfer of power between the what was and what is, so.
Um,
I'm
WrestleMania 17 was cool, but as far as like the Rock and Austin encounter, I think this dethroned Backlash 99. That's one of my favorite encounters with these two. It wasn't as flashy or dramatic as their other meetings together, But this one was definitely satisfying. It was a lot of respect in this match. It provided great layers. So it was a complete picture. It was a perfect frame for these two. And like y'all said, the best one was like after the match. You could see Rock thanking Austin.
Hmm.
Uh Rock posing in the corner, celebrating with his family. That was a beautiful moment. And then, they when they play Austin's music as he limps up, raising his middle finger up as that final moment, it was definitely great. So I'm gonna give this match a 8. I still like Ray said, I agree with Ray. The Jericho and Michaels match, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was
That
gas,
still
bro.
was coming
Yeah.
like not. But this one, like I said, just as you said too, JoJo, two childhood heroes fighting.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I
And just
definitely agree.
imagine, like you seeing Austin and Stone Cold. Just imagine how we felt. Like my generation, we seeing Rock and Cena years down the line at Mania. You know how we feel. That probably that's like seeing prime Michael Jordan versus prime LeBron going against each other. If that makes sense. But if I had to rank like all their Mania matches, I think 17 is definitely the best one. I think this is second. I think 15 is third. And it's just like this match mean a lot to Rock. Cause like he didn't even want to win this match at one point. He wanted Stone
Yeah.
Cold to go over. And Stone Cold's like, nah, like I went over like at 15 and 17. I think it's your time like to have your shine. And for him to win this match, you could tell like Rock was finna cry. Like he was on the verge of tears. Like when he's going up the ramp, he's constantly rubbing his face, him hugging his grandma, his mom, his wife at the time. Like you know how much this meant to him. He was very emotional about it. But at the end of the day, I don't think we'll ever see another Stone Cold Steve Austin, nor will we ever see another Rock. Bro, it's just like I hate he hurt his neck, bro. Cause I really think if his neck wasn't messed up, I think we would have eventually got John Cena versus Stone Cold at some point.
In a couple of years, we would have.
Yeah, I really think we would have got it. Could have probably got Brock Lesnar at Austin.
And that's the thing too about this wrestling business. Like there are not a lot, but there are a select few that you know care about wins and losses. Rock, Austin, Cena, guys like that, they don't care because they want to give back to the
Well,
company. So if they have to, they got
well,
to lose. They got to lose.
Austin was kind of a prima donna. He's not a guy who'd like losing a lot.
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean he's a lot like Hogan, and I just think people remember him fondly because he was such a larger than life guy. But I mean, he was at this point he had become really difficult for them to work with. I think this was
Didn't he
maybe the
walk
only guy
out?
he would have lost. He
Yeah.
he walked out because he didn't want to wrestle Brock on a TV show to
Yeah,
lose
that's right.
with no storyline,
I agree.
which as I think now he regrets because that's ridiculous. It's a fake sport, but yeah, he had gotten to a point where it was hard for them to work with him. And
Yeah.
it was rubber meets road. You either got to start listening or you're going to have to go. And, you know, it wasn't
Man,
so he'd been working with the broken neck for years,
Yeah, I was
and
about to say it's been a minute.
it
yeah,
wasn't like the injury forced him out. It was that it had become so difficult for them to decide what he was going to do because he would only work with a select few guys.
hmm
Um, and I think for people who have not watched the show or um, it's not like him retiring was a part of the storyline. No one knew that this was his last match. And only a few people in the office knew. A lot of the guys backstage didn't because he'd been going like this for years at this point. It wasn't like it was abnormal.
It was like a revolving door.
Yeah.
I mean, they wanted him to wrestle Hogan at 18 and he wouldn't do it
Damn.
because he was
Yeah,
scared Hogan would break his neck.
yeah, he did not like Hulk Hogan.
He
Like
didn't want to
that's
work with Kevin Nash. He didn't want to work with Scott Hall, but he did it anyways and
mhm.
wouldn't work with Brock. So I don't know. I mean, it's unfortunate that he'd gotten to that point, but his spine or whatever was smaller, or like he had some kind
Yeah.
of a genetic defect in his neck or something like that.
It's just the fact that like I understand what he meant by that because like they wanted Brock to like squash Austin in King of the Ring. And I'm not gonna lie, if I'm that big of a star, I'll look at them different. Like you want me to go on live TV and just
On a
job out.
pay-per-view.
Yeah, you just want me to job out to a rookie like that. I get it. Like I do get it, man. I get it. Cause like eventually Brock did become like a household name. He did. But it's just the fact that Brock wasn't even on WWE TV for like 3 months, and y'all want him to like job out to him. That I think that's kind of crazy, man. I'm sorry.
Especially with how like the name of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like that don't sound right.
It's a slippery slope because you say that, and then you got Triple H saying, "Hey, I'm not losing to Booker T," because
Yeah,
Austin
yeah,
won't
yeah.
lose to
Right.
anyone,
Yep.
and
Yep.
that's
And
that's when it gets hard.
I honestly thought that like it could have been a Brock versus Stone Cold because, like you said, Ray, nobody knew. I was expecting him to be at Backlash.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I was like, oh shit, Stone Cold. I was like, damn. I was like, maybe he'll challenge. Like that could be the next chapter for him.
Yeah.
Because
It, and the internet rumor at the time was Goldberg was signing with the company. Obviously, the next night on Raw, that proved to be true. A lot of people thought it'd be Goldberg and Austin.
yeah,
So I mean, if you watch that Raw when he retires, it took the air out of the room.
it did.
I mean, the crowd, if you watch that Raw, it couldn't believe it because it's not something that had been even discussed. It's not something anyone thought was going to happen.
And then it's like the next night, Rock came out to the ring. Rock gave his flowers to Rock. I mean to Austin. Then then you start talking trash.
He started talking trash. Yeah.
Mhm.
This
Start
is
talking
this is
trash talk. Yeah, and then
it's
next thing you know, we hear Goldberg.
Mhm. Goldberg,
Should
Goldberg.
have been Ray, man. And Rock wanted to work with Ray Mysterio, bro.
oh yeah, he did. He said that the '08 Hall of Fame speech. That's crazy.
Man, just imagine the stuff he would have told Ray Mysterio, bro. Rock, Rock would have got canceled, bro. I'm sorry.
The Rock would have had 1,000 jokes already lined up. Like when he did Toronto, and strong like a bear, and the Maple Leafs suck. I was like, yo,
Yeah, that man was out of pocket, bro. All right, so now we got the main event. Arguably one of the greatest in-ring technicians ever versus a uprising star.
Edge wasn't in this match.
We got one of the greatest in-ring technicians.
Edge wasn't in this match. So
All right, so we got one of the greatest in-ring technicians versus.
Edge was not in this match.
All right, so we got one of the greatest in-ring technicians versus an up-and-coming rising star in the next big thing, the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
incarnate.
I feel like this was a passing of the torch moment too. Honestly, this match was good.
This match.
This dude, Brock Lesnar, is crazy because he almost took himself out trying to do a shooting star splash. I seen him do it at OVW on
Hmm.
certain tapes and stuff, bro. But he legit almost broke his neck doing that.
He flew across the damn ring.
And then Taz was like, "Oh my God." It wasn't funny. It wasn't funny, bro. But it was funny how Taz reacted because like I ain't expect him to say that. But this match was fire, bro. This match was really fire. I'm giving this match a 9, bro. Man, Kurt Angle, bro, that man is just on a whole nother level, bro.
And it was only a matter of time too. When Brock Lesnar first entered the WWE, everyone was already comparing their backgrounds, and they're like, it's
Mhm.
only a matter of time before Brock and Kurt meet. And when they met, it was magic. I liked that match at Mania, bro. But that shooting star press, I was like, Brock being as big as you are and then going across the ring like that is just absurd. I think they missed an episode of SmackDown to like recover.
Yeah,
I was like, damn.
I
Didn't
think
Kurt
Kurt
break
was
his neck
fine
right
though.
there?
I
Kurt's
think
neck was
Kurt,
already broken.
Oh, it was
yeah,
already going into it. Okay.
Yeah.
that brother Brock was like, I think he got a concussion off that, didn't
Yeah.
Because when he threw, it was like a buckle bomb almost. When he threw Kurt against the
he?
turnbuckle, I was like, yo, that man's neck. God damn.
All I'm gonna say is Brock Lesnar is very lucky to walk away with a concussion.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
very lucky. Like that could have been bad.
But all in all, that was a damn good match that those two put
Mhm.
on, especially at WrestleMania in the main event, nonetheless. Too like that, they had a hell of a match. It was good pace,
Yeah,
simply just good pace and good spots.
man, it's gas, bro. That's what this was, gas.
We need to make a T-shirt.
Man, this match, bro, it's just, bro, it was. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm putting this up there with Shawn and Chris Jericho. Like this, how good this match was. This is really good.
Um, Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going into this. Paul Heyman was the head writer for SmackDown leading up to WrestleMania. They fired him a week before. I think both Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar were very upset about that. Kurt Angle's neck is broken and he's barely hanging on by a thread. So he knew this was his last match for the foreseeable future. He had to get surgery. Um, he ended up not getting the surgery he needed and it caused more problems. But anyways, yeah, it's a great match, man. I mean, for Brock Lesnar to main event WrestleMania in this way, this early in his career against Angle, who's arguably the best wrestler in the world at this point. I know I said that about Benoit, but those are the two. It's in the WWE, it's either Benoit or Angle are the two best. And Angle just carries him through this match. You'd think Angle's like a 10-year veteran at this point, but he's only been wrestling for about 4 years. Just crazy. But anyways, yeah. I'd give it 8.75 out of 10. I think it's as good as the Rock and Steve Austin match.
Yeah, coming off that match versus Rock and Austin, this match right here, it was an unfortunate finish, but the rest was good. It was quite good. I felt like if Brock would have landed that SSP properly, yeah, it would have been great because you could tell he really wanted to pull that off in this match. But nevertheless, I have to give both of them extra points from the condition they both was in, and they can't really like fault Kurt Angle for his physical condition. But both men they worked through it. They got through it. At the end, it was great. Brock was a little dazed, but he couldn't even stand. So the way Kurt helped him up, handshake, fireworks at the end, it was good. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
definitely give this one an 8.5 as well.
And what's
So
funny too is when Kurt came back from that injury, like a couple months later, they had a storyline where him and Lesnar were friends and like challenging each other to like little mini games. I'm not gonna lie, that some of those challenges were funny as fuck. When they did the push-up challenge and Kurt spit on him, I was like, yo. He was like, bro, he was like, what the hell, bro? And he was like, you're in my way. So those two just have really good chemistry, whether it's in the ring or out. And plus the backgrounds, I mean, it was only a matter of time. It was only inevitable.
You could argue this isn't even their best match from this year. I mean, that
Oh
Iron
yeah,
Man match
no,
on
that
SmackDown is fantastic.
and also too, I keep forgetting Brock Lesnar at this time hadn't been in the WWE for
A
3 years yet. Yeah, he debuted late like '02, and then look at we're in '03 and he's already beat the Undertaker. He's got a list: The Rock, multiple championships, and then to top it all off, you main event WrestleMania.
If he had not left in 2004 or
Four,
five,
right?
yeah, we're talking about maybe the best ever in the WWE, like in terms of the
Oh,
body of work, the
Ooh,
matches. Yeah.
wait, and real quick, I'm curious, how big and how big of a star do you think had Brock stayed and never left? Where do you think him and Cena would be?
I
Cena
think he'd have
still
been a
would have.
bigger star than Cena.
I think
You
Cena
think
still would
so?
have been a bigger star.
What'd you say, JoJo?
Still think Cena would have been a bigger star over Brock. I'm not gonna lie to you.
mm-mm.
I
Yeah,
No.
don't.
I
Yeah,
No,
that's
think
hell no.
yes,
They
bro.
was they was right. No, hell no. That's what I'm
Man,
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all don't understand
yeah.
what they
Brock
was
was
really
a
trying to do for Brock back in the day.
What they did, I mean, they did
Yeah,
it.
what they did, but that's what I'm saying. Like if
I
he
mean,
wouldn't have
he
left,
beat Undertaker, The Rock,
in the
I mean,
Hell
I
in a
get
Steve
Cell.
it. I
Austin.
get
that's
I
like
get what y'all
now now
saying.
now I'm gonna say this about music. That's if Aaliyah was alive, it wouldn't be no Beyonce. So if Brock wouldn't have left, it wouldn't be kind of no John Cena. I'm not gonna lie to
I
you.
get what y'all saying. I just feel like
Oh
Cena carries
shit!
charisma, the gimmick, because like this is around the time of like, all right, all the little kids are like rallying behind Cena. I still do think Cena would have eventually like he would have still had the Hollywood career. He still would have I still feel like he would have been the biggest star on Raw. Especially I really do think they weren't gonna come on, bro. Come on. You man, you had Matt Hardy in your talks. I'm not trying to hear nothing from you, man.
It's
Brock
interesting
would have been
because
a lot bigger for sure.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, you kind of don't get to say shit because you had Matt Hardy and Owen Hart up there. So
That's because it's not my
that's
fault. I had a
yeah.
ticking time bomb in my head.
I mean, Jojo, I get what you're saying, but that has been one of the debates. If
Yeah.
Brock hadn't have left, if some like Ray said earlier, if some of these stars wouldn't have left, would Randy Orton have evolved the way he did? Would John Cena have evolved the way he did? Or like we said earlier, what if Booker T would have been the man back in 2003? I think Booker T could have had a great 5, 6, 7 year run. Not gonna lie to you. If they would
if
have
Booker
played the
T
cards.
wins this, then he feuds with The Rock.
Yeah, I think that would have been a
Like that would
perfect,
have been the
beautiful
next
storyline.
logical thing, is it'd have been
But
Hollywood Rock versus Booker
but
T.
once again, y'all, it's just a bunch of what ifs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
sure.
know, that's all. But like you said, it's all opinionated. I don't think so, in my
I
opinion.
mean, from
Because
'08 to 12, maybe because it was PG and John Cena was the perfect guy for that product. But leading up to that and after that, I don't think so. Because when Brock got back, he was a bigger star again.
yeah,
Yep. And
He
what's
could do
funny
whatever he
too is
wanted.
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
during
true.
his promo too, when he returned in 2012, Brock even said it. He was like, "The only reason you got stardom," he goes, "if I hadn't left, you'd still be packing my bags for me." And I was like, "Damn."
Man, this fool went to play some freaking football and got Brock
well,
better leave my goat alone.
he also went to New Japan and had some good stuff there, and
Yeah.
UFC champ. I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's tough to
he
say.
played, you can't say football. He played football before WWE.
Man, he ain't finna disrespect my goat. You know
Well,
how I'm
he
about
made
my
the
goat.
Vikings practice squad, right?
No, I'm just saying, right? That was
Yeah.
before the WWE. That was before. He was on the Vikings before all this.
No,
Huh?
afterwards.
Oh, he
No,
Yeah.
did? Oh, that was
Yeah.
after?
he went
Oh.
to New Japan and then he quit New Japan to play football, and it didn't
Oh,
work out.
I thought this was before. I don't know
He
why I
hadn't
thought
I
played
this
thought it
was.
was
football since he
before
was in high
too.
school.
Yeah, because he was on the Vikings for a minute.
Because
Yeah,
Goldberg played with the Falcons before he got into
yeah,
wrestling.
yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
Goldberg.
Brock better calm down to my son packing my
Marv.
all
It
right,
is
all right.
No,
crazy. I mean, he
no,
made a practice
you need
squad.
to calm down.
He didn't
I'm
play any
calm.
college football at all. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm sorry. There is just no way.
I
Yeah,
don't
no.
know.
Brock would have been the for sure.
Like I said, people who was born after 2002 are just diabolical, disrespectful. But I ain't gonna get into all of
I
that.
just think Cena might work, and his charisma and his character would have made him just a bigger star, man. I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like Brock is one of them guys. Like he's all right on the mic, but he still needs like that
Nah.
Paul Heyman. You know what I'm saying? He needs that mic worker. Come on, man.
Mm, I don't know, man. He's pretty good on the
Um,
microphone. He's pretty
He's
funny.
he's right.
kids, say no to drugs, please. Final thoughts on this, y'all.
A banger of a pay-per-view. Arguably one of the greatest WrestleManias ever.
Mhm.
Had a lot of our childhood heroes.
Yep.
Had
Well,
Hulk Hogan on
Cena's
here.
your boy Cena went on there.
Your boy Edge wasn't on here. And actually Cena was on here. Yeah, he had a little promo say, see, I see what you try to do. You tried to get me. Cena had a little promo before the show. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
All right.
Ooh,
He had a little promo before the show. It was crazy.
I hit a nerve.
He had a little
Wait,
promo
what?
before the show was crazy.
I hit a
But
nerve.
like all jokes aside, like was Edge hurt or something? Because like I thought he was on like the pre-show or something.
Who, Edge?
Yeah, was he like injured and he didn't come back to like '04 or
I don't know where Edge was at this. Oh, 03.
yeah? Because this was like in March.
Didn't he injure his shoulder or some
Edge
shit?
was hurt. He was hurt.
Yeah, he had a neck injury, no way out.
So
Yeah,
that's why.
yeah, he was hurt.
So that's why Rhino was Vacant's partner, right? Because Edge was still in the tag team division though. I think he was before he got hurt. So that's why I was asking.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was hurt. He was hurt.
All right. Yeah, man. All of our childhood heroes here. I mean, Hulk Hogan right there. Uh, we had two icons going at it one more time before Steve Austin called it quits. Um, you had the passing of the torch moment with Kurt and Brock. You know, you had Y2J, Sean. I just feel like to me, if I had to grade this, probably getting this to like an 8.5. I really enjoyed this WrestleMania. It's arguably, like I said, it's arguably one of the greatest pay-per-views ever, and it's arguably one of the best WrestleManias ever. However, the only thing I would change about this Mania, that Undertaker match, man, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And y'all know how I feel about that Triple H and Booker T match. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way as well. So that's really the only thing I didn't really like about this pay-per-view. But other than that, this is really a really good WrestleMania that I would actually go back and rewatch.
You'll just probably skip the A-Train match and the
Probably.
Yeah, I think this is one of the 5 best WWE pay-per-views of all time. Um, this is probably the most talented WWE pay-per-view of all time. I think when you go top to bottom, I don't think there's maybe the most talented any pay-per-view of all time. There's a lot of great guys on this card. And I would say about, 4 great matches, which is hard to do. So yeah, this is 8.5 or a 9 out of 10 show.
Yeah, I gave it for me, I want 9 out of 10 as well, just because there, like I said, legends, icons, so many good spots. But also if there was anything I could change, obviously we know the Booker T one and the Taker one, but I would go back and give Rey Mysterio and Matt Hardy just a little bit more time.
5 minutes is kind of crazy.
Yeah, Mr. Matt Hardy would say that.
Yeah, right. I know. Um, this was definitely a good WrestleMania. Most of the card delivered, and the only thing that brought it down a notch was that stupid cat fight, Limp Bizkit's performance, and
Twice, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I didn't want to bring it up. And Triple H's Booker T's sluggish match. I mean, excuse me, Triple H sluggish match. Booker T was great, but overall, the segment between like the big matches on a 4 hour show, I only wish they had chose something different, like something else. But I still enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah.
Like I said, one of the most top manias I've ever seen. The good was definitely the main event. Rock versus Austin, Michaels versus Jericho. That guy versus Vince McMahon and the tag team match, and definitely Trish and the triple threat match with the women's was definitely dope too. Like I said, the only bad was Triple H, the cat fight, and that cracked out performance. So other than that, good pay
Yeah.
per view. Like Ray said, a bunch of good all stars.
And another good thing about this pay-per-view is that Alberto Del Rio is not on this pay-per-view.
He was still in Mexico.
Yep. All right, people. This will probably be the last time you see this goofball Jojo on the show. He's fired till further notice. But thank you all for joining. Thank you for watching. Ray, it was good to see you. I hope I could probably replace you with this fool. And like, comment, subscribe.
You dig?
Thank you.
Don't chat. Don't let him silence my propaganda.
All right, y'all. Have a good day, everybody.
Shit.
Peace.